Cancer is fucking expensive. Like, it would blow your mind just how many expenses that you would not expect that just pop up when you start having cancer. Hi, my name is Guillaume, and welcome to Living Out Loud. This is the first official episode since I'm rebranding everything, and I'm starting to share my journey going through stage 4 cancer. So, because this is the 11th day that I officially have cancer, I want to make this episode 11 and just go from there. That way it's easy for me to track and I know exactly which day I'm at on this journey. So if you're watching this, you're like, wait, where's episode 1 to 10? Don't go looking for them, they don't exist. So let's get into it. Today is a crappy day for multiple reasons. First of all, a friend of mine organized a picnic in a park with a bunch of my friends that I haven't seen in a while, which is really cool. The crappy part is there's a smog warning because in this region, well, actually multiple regions in Canada, there's a lot of forest fires going on, and the entire city is covered in smoke. Like, not super thick smoke of like you're not going to choke if you go outside, but you go outside and you can see it and you can feel it. Especially me with my cancer in my lungs and hard time walking, like it sucked walking outside. So yeah, first of all, that sucks because no picnic with my friends. Second of all, it sucks because when I go outside, it's even harder to breathe and I'm coughing way more than normal. Third thing that sucks is I have to go outside because I need to go shopping in order to start my new diet. Because, if you're new to this and you don't know the backstory, 2 weeks ago, I discovered that I have stage 4 cancer. Very rare type of cancer. There is no cure, only one treatment, and the treatment is buying me more time. So I need to look for alternative forms of treatment, and one of those things is adjusting my diet because cancer grows in an acidic environment. So I need to change my diet to transform that environment and make it alkaline. That way, that's basically going to starve the cancer. And the way to do that is remove all forms of sugar, including fruit, which is very difficult because I love fruit. Removing most carbs, so rice and pasta and potatoes and stuff like that. Like vegetables, most vegetables aside from potatoes are fine, but it's just removing most of those carbs and going 100% organic. And that is the problem, the going organic part. That's the really expensive, well, one of the really expensive parts. There's a bunch of really expensive parts. But anyway, since I'm officially begin that new diet on Monday, today I had to go out and buy all the new food because I don't have organic food because it's expensive. So I went to the nearest organic food store and bought some stuff. And I was expecting it to be expensive, but I didn't realize it would be double the price, which is fine. It's for my health. I could potentially die if I don't do this. It's very important. I'll pay what I have to pay. The annoying part is the selection and the quality of fresh produce when it comes to organic things is horrendous. It's horrible. Maybe I just got unlucky. Maybe it's just the stores that are nearby that are really crappy quality. But I'm like, why am I paying twice the price for something and the quality is half of what it would be if it wasn't organic? Like, yes, I get that's the whole point of pesticides to conserve things longer, but I'm just like, it's frustrating. Like I spent $110 so far today. And what I got for half the price, if it was normal, let's say it was 60 normal, I would have been like, wow, that's really expensive for what I bought. So it's like, it's already expensive normally, and then you have to double the price on top of that. Like, I don't know where you live, but here eggs in general are around maybe like $4 for a dozen. Organic raw eggs, $7.89, almost double the price. And that's just an example. So, in fact, I have my computer here and I kept track of all the expenses because I want to get to the end of this and I want to track from the beginning to the very end when I find a cure, how much did this cost me? And also, I'm keeping track of all the revenue generated. So every time someone donates to the GoFundMe, I'm counting that. I had crypto, well, little crypto really went down. I bought it at the wrong time. But anyway, sold that, made a little money from that. Selling the last investment that I had. So I'm going to get the money from that soon. And I also bought silver, like physical silver coins many, many years ago. And I'm going to sell that. I don't know how much I'm going to get from that. So I'm literally keeping track of everything. All the revenue, all the expenses. And let me just give you an idea of the expenses. So, so far in the last, it's been 11 days. So in the last 11 days, I've spent, oh no, sorry, that was since the start. Since I first got my, you have masses in your lungs diagnosis. $62, no, $63, sorry, in transportation fees. And then alternative forms of treatment, some things called soursop. It's a fruit that people recommended. So I bought that, super expensive. For one single fruit, it's maybe like this big, like the size of a big mango. It was over 10 bucks. And really wasn't that good. And now that I can't have fruits anyway, that's not really an option, so that's fine. Medication. So pain pills, my family doctor prescribed them. They're like, even though you're not in pain now, it's better to have them if ever you need them than to be in pain and not have them. So that's 12 bucks. And then my nutritionist, my nutrition coach, basically, which he himself had cancer, healed himself from that through nutrition. The person who referred me to him also got healed through this. Multiple other people that this person referred to him were also helped. So anyway, the coaching for that is $1,200 US for 3 months. He agreed to split it in 4 payments. So even though in total it's $1,200, I've only paid $300 so far for the first month. But that's in US. I'm in Canada with the conversion. So far I've paid a little over $400, and in total we're looking at over $1,600. It seemed like a lot, but compared to everything else, it's really not that much. Like this, like he's super helpful. He answers all my questions. I can reach out anytime I want. He's going to be able to help me and guide me. And after the 3 months, like I'm going to know exactly what to do to keep going on this process. So it is expensive, but definitely worth it, and really not as expensive as a bunch of other stuff on here. So what's next? Nutrition. So I bought like a bunch of stuff. So like a blender so I can do my shakes and stuff like that. Some, I don't even remember. Like there was a bunch of stuff that I had to buy on Amazon in order to do this. So that was an extra $305. And then today, like about 300 or about $110 for the food. So I'm at $908.92 spent in the last 11 days. And then also, when it comes to my nutrition, another very important thing is the water that I drink. And the best case scenario, the best solution for that is to buy a machine that allows me to not only remove the crap that's naturally in the water, but also hydrogenize the water, because that has been proven to help a lot with health, and especially with cancer, to help the body heal. So that's a big part of the equation. Unfortunately, those machines range from between like 2,000 to 5,000, really depending on the one you get and the quality, and if you get a sale and stuff like that. And it's just like, I don't have the money to afford that. So eventually down the line, there is going to be that extra expense. It's just right now I can't afford that. So in the meantime, I'm also going to need to buy hydrogen. It's H2O, what's it called? Hydrolyzed? Anyway, something like that. It's basically hydrogen pills or tablets you take and put in water, and it dissolves and you drink it, and it has a similar effect. Not quite as effective, and of course, like it dissolves very quickly in the water, so you can't just like have that automatically in your water that you drink throughout the day. But it's the best case scenario given my situation. So that's an extra probably a couple $100, because of course you can't find that really in Canada. You have to order online, and conversion from US to Canada, plus the import fees and shipping and everything. So I'm probably looking at a couple $100 there. As well as vitamin C. I've heard multiple people recommend high doses of vitamin C in order to improve your health and to fight cancer. Some people were in the brink of death and they had vitamin C injected in their veins, and it basically cured them. Unfortunately, I looked and very few places offer that service. Those who do charge $250 per injection, and I need one per week. So we're looking at an extra $1,000 per week, and I just don't have that money. So that's kind of an overview to give you an idea of just how fucking expensive cancer is. And this is just the beginning. This is just one form of treatment that I'm using, and in the future I'm going to try to do more. So yeah, cancer fucking sucks. It's really expensive. So if you can afford it, I'm going to include the link to the GoFundMe. Please donate some money. Please share it. Whatever you can do, I'll appreciate it. And until then, check back in tomorrow.